Ladies and gentlemen, Obama knew. Obama knew. We've been saying it forever. Obama knew what? Well, Obama knew a lot of things, unfortunately. You know, everybody says, oh, Obama, he wasn't that smart. No, Obama was very smart. That's the actual problem. If Obama was a dunce, I'd feel better about it. Like, he was just too stupid to figure out what was going on. No, he wasn't. Obama knew what was going on with the hit on Trump and the hit on Flynn. And matter of fact, I believe he ordered it. I think my next book, we make a good case of this. I think there's no way to run from it anymore. But John Solomon has an excellent piece in Just the News, which we have in the show notes again today. Please read it. Again, Bongino.com/newsletter. Check it out. It's worth your time. Short and sweet. John Solomon, the FBI documents that put Barack Obama right back in the Obamagate narrative. Agents fretted sharing Flynn intel with departing Obama White House because they thought it would become fodder for partisan axes to grind. Folks, listen to me. Forgive the repetitive nature of this because most of you get it, but to some of you still on the fence thinking, did Obama know? Is Dan exaggerating? He knew. When I say he knew about the spying operation on the Trump team. He knew about the dossier, and he knew about the subsequent hit on Mike Flynn afterwards. We have all the White House is running this. POTUS wants to know everything we're doing. Discussing later in October with the CIA, going over to the White House to speak with one voice. These are all texts between FBI agents. The White House wants to know everything. POTUS wants to know everything we're doing. President of the United States. What do you think they were talking about? Building a Lego house? They were talking about Spygate. Of course, Obama knew everything they were doing. But Solomon has an interesting takeaway from this. Fascinating. The FBI were texting each other about this PDB thing. Why is this important? I'll get to the PDB quote in a second, but remember the two conflicting narratives we had on Mike Flynn. General Flynn, it was a hit, ladies and gentlemen. It was a surveillance hit. There's no question about it. The prior narrative, which the media Alpo eaters were sucking up because they were told it by dopes in the Obama administration, former Obama administration, was we weren't spying on Mike Flynn. We didn't order surveillance of him. We don't do that. We're not police state spies. We were spying on the Russians, and Flynn called the Russian on December 29th, and we just happened to hear him and figured out his name later because it was unmasked. Nah, it's not what happened. That's absolutely not what happened. You notice how that makes Obama seem like kind of an innocent player in this? Oh, shucks, man. We just happened to catch Flynn talking to a Russian. No. You caught a Russian talking to Mike Flynn. That's the real story. The surveillance hit, in other words, go monitor his phone calls, was ordered by the Obama team. I'm telling you, this is going to be the tactical level 3, level 672 nuke coming out. This is the Moab, the mother of all bombs. Obama ordered it. Solomon has some more evidence today, texts I hadn't seen before. So these are the FBI agents, right? FBI agents who later go out and get the cut of Mike Flynn's phone call. They're the ones that have the transcript. From Solomon's piece, he says, the same day Stroke and Page, this is January 3rd, also discussed in text messages a drama involving one of the presidential daily briefings for Obama. This is them texting each other. Did you follow the drama of the PDB last week? Stroke asked. Yup. Don't know how it ended, though, Page responded. They don't include any of it, and Bill Priestep didn't want to dissent, Stroke added. Wow, Bill should make sure Andy McCabe knows about that since he was consulted numerous times about whether to include the reporting, Page suggested. Let me translate you for that. Let me translate for you that. You know what? Before we do it, go to McCabe's book because it'll make more. This is Andy McCabe, Deputy Director of the FBI's book. This will make more sense. Asking, it was right in front of our face the whole time, how they got the recording of Mike Flynn, how they wiretapped Flynn. Remember the media story? Oh, no, he wasn't wiretapped. We were listening to the Russians. No, you were listening to Flynn. From Andy McCabe's book. He makes crystal clear, quote, the PDB staff decided to write an intelligence assessment as to why Putin made the choice he did about the expulsions. They issued a request to the intelligence community. Anyone who had information on the topic was invited to offer it for consideration. In response to that request, the FBI queried our own holdings. There it is. There it is. Now, going back to Solomon's piece, does this make sense now? The presidential daily briefing staff, that's what PDB is, libs. I know you have a tough time with that kind of stuff, acronyms, first letter of the word, all that stuff. I know it's complicated. You're not really deep thinkers and all. But Obama's presidential daily briefing staff puts out this edict to the FBI and others saying, hey, if you have anything about this Russia thing involving, Flynn and the expulsions and the call, you may want to find that. They weren't interested in what the Russians were doing. They knew exactly what the Russians were doing. The Russians were biding their time until Trump got in office. They were doing nothing. That's why they didn't respond to the expulsions. They were interested in what Flynn was doing. Now do those texts make sense? Can you put that up again? The prior one, I don't mean to go out of order here, but look at this, the John Solomon piece. When they're talking about the reporting in the PDB staff, he says at the end, they didn't want to include any of it, and Bill Priestep didn't want to dissent. What are they talking about? I got a mosquito bite. It's the worst. Ouch. They were reporting, this is January 3rd of 2016, days after Flynn's call to the Russians. The reporting they're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is the investigation they'd already been doing on Mike Flynn since August of the prior year, where they determined he had done nothing wrong. Now are you following me? The Obama staff, hey, put information in Obama's brief about Flynn. Hey, we have other information too that Flynn may be innocent. Don't put that information in there. That's what Stroke's talking about. Hey, they don't want to put the reporting in there, and Bill Priestep, who's his boss, didn't dissent. Do you understand how devious these guys were? Clowns, clown show, scary clown show, Stephen King, It style. They had information to give to the PDB staff showing Flynn had done nothing wrong, and they withheld it.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud, and follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.